What's happening, everybody? My name's Fraser Quelch. I'm here to do your workout, and it's going to be unbelievable. Now, the workout I got planned for you today is going to take 30 minutes. It's mostly strength focused, but there's not a whole lot of rest, so your heart rate's going to be up. You're going to feel your muscles burn. We're going to sweat. At the end of it, we're going to have a great workout. We're going to try and move as well as we possibly can. Let me explain to you this structure really quickly so you know what we're going to do. We're going to spend about 4 or 5 minutes doing just some movement prep, making sure we're feeling mobile, good, our heart rate's up, we got a little bit of a light sweat going, so we're really ready to give it when we get into the main set. The main set consists of 4 exercises, and we're going to cycle through those 4 exercises 3 rounds of it, all right? That's the first part of the main set. The second part of the main set is going to be really core focused. The abs are going to be on fire by the time I'm finished. Now let me describe the 4 exercises we're going to do in the main set, so when we get to them, you're going to understand exactly what they are. We're going to start off with the TRX mid-row. All right, so the mid-row, our elbows are going to come out to the side like this, and we're going to be up nice and tall, trying to get that mid to high back. It's a great exercise, one of my favorites for your back. From there, it's an awesome pull. From there, we're going to move into a TRX lunge. This is a fairly hard exercise. If you feel like you're not comfortable with it, you might want something like a broomstick or a foam roller, something to help you balance, and you'll be fine. We'll go directly from the TRX lunge into an atomic push-up. And I'm going to show you a few different ways to modify it as we get to it, so everybody will be able to do it regardless of your fitness level. And then we'll finish that round with a hamstring curl. So those are the 4 exercises that we're going to do. We'll cycle through those. And like I said, once we're done that cycle, we'll move to a core round and then a nice little reload, a cool down, some stretching to make you feel good, ready to go. Like I said, it's going to be 30 minutes and it's going to start in about 20 seconds. I will hit go on the timer. Now, as you look at this timer, you'll be able to see what's coming up right here. You'll know you can gauge your effort. We're going to start with this bottom-up squat. So I've adjusted my suspension trainer to about mid-calf. That way I can transition from exercise to exercise. We're going to start off standing straight, elbows directly underneath our shoulders. All right, and we're going to lean back, so we're not leaning back too far. Our feet about shoulder width apart. We're going to squat all the way down, pulling ourselves forward, and let's do this nice little gorilla stomp, trying to get into our hips a little bit, loosen them up, and then we'll stand up nice and tall. Again, lowering back. We shouldn't have a huge angle, just a little bit of one. Come on down. Think about spreading the floor, keeping your back as straight as you possibly can, and come all the way up. This is not, we're not trying to go fast here. We're really just trying to mobilize our hips, find out what our good stance is going to be, scrub through any sticky bits. And so we're ready for all that lower body stuff we're going to get in a minute. Let's try and do one more. Coming straight forward, nice little gorilla stomp, set in, and coming all the way up. Now we're going to move to the runner stretch. With a runner stretch, what I'd like you to do is come on back here, and we're going to find this nice plank position. Our hands are going to be directly underneath our shoulders. Right, we're going to come straight up like so. Set our shoulders so they're nice and strong. Notice I just rotated my arms, getting those elbow pits to face forward. That'll really help engage your lats, get your shoulders in a great position. Take that right foot, bring it all the way forward, and then rotate up, pressing hard into the ground with the left hand, getting that nice open rotation, and bring that hand back into the ground, sink in, extend this back leg as much as we can, drop that other foot back. A little bit of a down dog, and then drive forward again. Rotate up. Again, be active through the ground with your ground hand, set that shoulder, come straight down, press into the ground a little bit, and come straight here. Now, some of you, this might be very difficult. Some of you are going to feel pretty mobile here. We'll do these last couple kind of quick. Boom. One more, so we get equal work on both sides. Nice. Now, we're going to start to activate things a little bit. We're going to move into a bear crawl. With the bear crawl, what I'd like you to do is set up so your knees are directly beneath your hips, your hands are directly beneath your shoulders. And when we start to go, we're going to come up so your knees are just hovering off the ground. I don't want to see any rotation at all. And what we're going to do is a couple little bear crawls forward and set, and then a couple little bear crawls back, set. So 1, 2, 3. My hands are even. Back, 2, 3. My hands are even. Notice I'm not doing a whole bunch of rotation through my back. My back is staying nice and flat. I'm controlled. I'm slow. Breathe as we go. Set it. Not great big long steps, just little ones. Activating our shoulders, activating our hips, and activating our core. Getting really ready for everything that's going to come. Let's come forward one more time. Yes. There we go. Now the last thing I want to show you is this lunge, fly. All right, so this time we're gonna face the anchor point and we're gonna drive forward to it. And as we step in, we're gonna pull apart as hard as we can and then resist ourselves on the way back up. So we set here, we pull in, we drive up. It's almost like a game of tug of war between our upper body and our lower body. Now, in that game, the lower body is always gonna win, but we wanna activate our shoulders and press hard with our hips as we come up and down. Heart rate should start to get elevated. You definitely will feel this in your whole back, your shoulders, your arms, and it's preparing us for this lunge. As we come up, make sure you got a nice straight body. Backside is working nicely. Driving straight up. We'll get one more in. And we should be feeling pretty warm right now, especially kept tension on the whole time. Now we're getting ready for our main set. So remember, the first exercise is going to be that mid row. Now with a mid row, your elbows are going to go straight out to here. So there's an arrow from the top of your head out to your elbows. All right, you're going to hold your hands just here on a 45-degree angle. All right, now I'm going to show this to you using this one so you can see my back. We're up in about 15 seconds, a little bit of a long change. And I want you to make sure your suspension trainer is adjusted, that same mid-calf. Don't switch it out. So we're going to start off right here. Again, let's find that end position. Feet are about hip width apart. We're right here like so. And we're lowering down. We're going to come straight up. Boom. Now, some people have questions about what to do with their feet. All right, if you find the floor is slippery, having your whole foot down on the ground is going to help. If not, if it's nice and tacky, you can pull those toes off the ground and engage your quads a little bit more. Find your depth simply by adjusting backwards to make it easier or down to make it harder. Keep your eyes glued above the anchor point and squeeze that back on the way up. We got 5 more seconds. Let's see if we get one more repetition in. All the way up. Now, this is a quick switch. We're going to turn to this lunge, adjusting so you've got both handles in one hand. Get the toe in and come on down. Meet me on the ground right here. Now, the way this set's going to work, we go 40 seconds of lunges, going straight up and down, and we're going to go directly into the push-ups. So here we go with this first lunge. Again, if you want a broomstick to help you balance, I would suggest putting it in the opposite hand as foot, and you can help yourself balance this way. If you're feeling good, you might be able to put your hands just on a knee like this. If you feel real good, you can start to add a gait pattern. If you're feeling like $1,000,000, you can even try a little hop. But don't do that if you haven't earned the right to progress. This exercise is one of my absolute favorites. Amazing for your backside, your quads, your hamstrings. Everything's working. Keep your core engaged. You're standing nice and tall, going straight down like you're on an elevator, not an escalator. Now, we're going to transition right away. Push-up. First one. From your knees, you can do a push-up, and then come straight up, knees in. If you want more, put a foot down. Push up. Lift that foot off the ground. Knees in. If you want more than that, leave the foot up. Push up. Knees in. Whichever one you want. If you're starting to get fatigued, go back to your knees or your toe. If you want to keep right on rolling, go straight in. Pulling in like so, all the way out. 5 more seconds. Remember, go as slower you go, the more time you're under tension. Now we got to switch to the other side. So we come up. This time, that time we started, left foot was working on the ground. This time, right foot's on the ground. Left foot is going to be up and in the strap. So again, meet me down here on the ground. We get set to go, and up we go in this lunge. Remember, that balance, just grab onto that broomstick. Otherwise, use your leg. If not that, with your hand. Now, I want you to keep your eyes focused on the horizon as we come down and up, looking forward. Imagine like you're running down a track, seeing that horizon out there, working up and down. We want those hips to work. Beautiful work, everybody. You're doing an awesome job. Keep it together now. Keep it together. Straight down and up. You can hear my heart rate start to come up. I'll bet yours is up too. Last repetition right here. Good, we know what's next. Straight to the ground. Straight to the ground. Again, we can start off from our knees. There's our knee. Come all the way up. Boom, knees in. Next progression, foot on the ground. Push up, both feet up, knees in, kick it out. Last progression, leave both legs extended. Boom, and just drive it out this way. You can do a few of these, and then you have to retreat. That's absolutely fine. Put that foot down, straight up, knees in, knees out. You want to do it from your knees, no problem there at all. Whew. Now, from here, we're going to go strictly into this hamstring curl. Rolling over on your back, grab on the foot cradles, roll all the way back, put both heels up and in, and now we are set to go right here, lying supine. Now it's time to go. We're going to lift our hips up, bring our hands here, pull our knees straight to our hands. Now, if that's too difficult, you can just push down, leave your bum on the ground, pull those knees in and out. If you want a little bit more, lift your hips up, pull in, kick out, pull in, kick out. If you want even more, like I said, hands up, squeeze it in, boom. One last thing, you want to add your core, arms out overhead, bring it in. There's a progression for everybody with this exercise. Keep rocking it out. We've got 10 more seconds. And again, you can always retreat. Don't put those hands on the ground, all right? Or expand yourself this next little bit. Woo, all right. That's the first round through. Now we're back to that mid row. I'm gonna do it facing you this time. So we grab in. Your heart rate should be up. Not a lot of rest. I told you there wasn't gonna be a lot of rest, but we're only training for 30 minutes. We can do it. Second time through, we're set. Chest is high, lowering down, pulling straight up and through. Lowering down. Now this one's not quite as hard. Even though we're working, we might be able to rest a little bit, at least from a cardiovascular perspective. Coming straight up and down. Remember, are you making that arrowhead from your head to your elbows? Are you squeezing those shoulder blades together like you're trying to hold something between them at the back of the movement? Are your hands at a 45-degree angle? Thumbs kind of pointing towards each other, but not right at each other throughout the movement. Whew. All right, so now we don't get to rest for long. Straight back here to this lunge. All right, get that right foot in. Meet me on the ground here. Take big breaths. Big breaths here. Try and recover. We know we got to work now. Get set, nice tall posture. Using the broomstick, have it here in this offhand. Coming straight up. Now again, pick your pacing. You can always move a little slower. Feel your heart rate is getting out of control. You can always take a break. Take 2 or 3. One breath, and then come up. All right, all of these are little tactics, strategies that you can use to try and maximize your workout without having to stop altogether. A little breath at the bottom. If you want to go a little faster, you can always add some tempo to it, but do not lose control of your technique. You want to make sure you're moving as well as you possibly can throughout. All right, now you know what we're doing. Straight to these push-ups. All right, choose your progression. Knees, one foot down, oops, or both feet up, whichever you want to do. All right, whichever you want to do. Like I said, do as many of your hardest progression as you can do, and then you can always retreat back to one that's maybe a little bit easier. Nothing wrong with that. This set's a little bit shorter than the others on purpose because we know we've got a lot of it. Whew, that's that one done. How you feeling? Time to get to that other lunge. Let's transition. Be quick, but don't hurry. Right foot is going to be down now. Left foot's going to be in. Meet me down here. As soon as you're in there, be ready. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Here we go. Now again, if you find your heart rate is getting out of control, you can always take a little bit of a pause. Just sit down here, take a breath, and come back up. You can do that in between every single rep if you want to. Your goal is just to do exactly what you need to do to get the best workout you possibly can. All right, let's focus on that horizon. Is your body nice and straight? Are you moving hard through your hips? Are you pulling your knee up, but not so far as to knock yourself off balance? And can you control the bottom of the movement. All right, straight down here. You know what's time. I mean, it's atomic push-up time. Straight down, up, pull it in. If your core is getting tired, if you can't do those knees to chest anymore, just don't do them. Just do these push-ups. Straight down, straight up. Whatever it is that you need to do to get the most of your workout is exactly what I want you to do. Progress back and forth. Again, I'm showing you all of these progressions to make sure that you can meet yourself where you want to be. All right, shifting that hamstring curl. We are almost through the second round, and then we get a bit of a rest, a little bit of one. Come up, heels are in. Now, when we do this, we want our feet to be underneath the ankle point, ideally. If we want to make it easier, all we got to do is shift forward like that. Now the straps are going to run downhill to us. If we want to make it more difficult, we can always move out ahead of neutral, coming in and out that way. And that's going to give us more of a challenge. So pick the one that you want the best, and don't forget about the butt down, hands down, butt up, hands on stomach, butt up, and then hands here, and even overhead. All of those are little micro progressions that you can do to get the most out of your workout. All right, last round, going to that mid row. Come on, y'all, we can do this now. We can do this, last round. Just 4 little exercises. Get yourself set. I'm just gonna adjust my mat. Seems to have slid over some. All right, here we go. Mid rows, mid rows. I like my strap to be perfect. All the way up. Do you have that arrow? Or is your body like a surfboard? Have you got your glutes all clenched up? And make sure that head is looking, or those eyes are focused above the ankle point. Not at the ankle point, certainly not at your hands, as that's going to squish up your neck, encroach on that nice neck space that we want to have. Come on, we got 10 seconds. 10 seconds to go. That's probably 2 more repetitions right from here. You can do one more. You got one more. Let's do it. That's it. Okay, last round of left-legged lunges. Let's make it happen. Let's make it happen right here. Get that toe in. Come on down to the ground. Breathe. Breathe down here. This is what you want. This is what you came for. This 30 minutes. Let's get the most out of this 30 minutes right now. Coming straight up and down nice and slow. Good. Control this. Can you actually control the bottom of the movement? If you find your heart's up really high, we can still focus on strength, all in control. Let that heart rate come down, but still be getting good quality work the entire time. Like I said, if you feel you want more, you can always add tempo. If you don't want a ton, you can add that hop. It's totally up to you. Right down here. This last one, I want you to come down and hold it. Pause it right there. Yes. To the ground. Time for those push-ups. All right, I'm going to start this from the top and work my way down. Boom. Here's what I'm going to do. 1, 2, 3. Now we're going to put one foot down. We'll do 3 like this. 1, 2, 3. And I'm going to go from knees. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Let's switch. Other leg. Other leg. We're almost through this hard bit. This is the hardest bit. Right here. Let's see if we can't get this right leg done. Get the left foot in. Meet me down here. Now we're set to go. Now we're set to go. Come on, y'all. Let's go. It's time. It's time. Let's get up here. We're up here. We can do this. We got this all day. Nice and slow. Heart rate's up. It's no big deal. We're sweating a bit. That's no big deal. That's what we signed up for, isn't it? That's what I'm here for. Down here we go. Maintain that technique. Is your butt switched on? Sometimes you can use your hands to help you. Is your core nice and straight? All right? Can you do, this nice gate pattern. One more rep and then we're gonna hold it. Boom. All right, let's get down, hold the bottom. Right here, hold the bottom. Can you control this position? Right here, chest up. Whoa. All right, here we go. Last set of push-ups. I'm gonna do those sets of 3s again. Hard ones first. Straight up. 1, 2, 3. 1 foot down now. 1, 2. All right, here we go. 3. Now the easy ones, knees down. 1, knees in. 2, knees in. Here we go. 3, knees in. And done. Good work. And switching over this hamstring curl. Last part of the 3-round set. And we're done with it. Get those heels in. Get those heels in. Now find that progression that's right for you. Whatever you want to do. We got 40 seconds of it. I'm going to start with my hands overhead. Hips are up. Bam. Bam. Yeah. Now, like I said, I promised you, and I didn't show it to you. If you really want some cardio, you can do this jump squat. Going straight up and down like this. If you want to. If you want to finish off like that. Rock it out now. Hamstring curls. Jump squat. Whatever it is you're doing, do it as well as you possibly can. Make it happen. You know what to do. You have to go 10 seconds. I'm enjoying these jump squats for 10 seconds. Let's do it. Nice. All right. Now we get 40 seconds rest. Grab a very quick drink and get ready. You're going to meet me on the ground for some core stuff, but this core stuff's no joke. I'll show you some modifications as we go, but I want you to get your toes in the foot cradles and be ready. We're up in 20 seconds. Up in 20 seconds. We're going to cycle through the body saw and the side plank, but we're going to do that a few times. It's probably just going to be about 3 repetitions of each, but we're going to do them a whole bunch of times. Now this body saw, elbows are down. We're going to come up into plank, and we're going to slowly push our way back. If you can't do that, just hold this plank. For everybody else, hit this body saw. Boom. Hit it back. Try to do that on the beat. Just like that. Back. Now, quick turn. Right side, just here like so. Arm is up if you can. Now, if not, just go here and come down. And then come up. If you can bring your hand to here and down, even better. Bring your hand all the way up and down, even better still. Good. Back to ground. We're to body saw again. Body saw. Get set and go. Straight back and back. Just like that. Maintain that control. If you feel in your lower back, you're going back too far. If you feel your lower back, don't go back so far. Now we go to the side plank on the other side. Right here, side plank. Right away. Tap and go. Now, if you're good with that, you can lift that hip and come in and reach. Lift that hip, come in and reach. And here we go. That's 1 round through. We're back to this body saw. Get set and go. Body saw back and forward. I know that core is screaming. I know it is. It's all right. We'll be okay. That's it. One more. One more like that. Yes. Side plank. Figure out right side. Come up. Boom. Continuous work. Like I said, if you don't like that, ground tap and up. If you're getting tired, hips down and up. And then hands up. Whatever you need to do to be successful. You can even do it with your feet on the ground if you like. We are back to body saws. Right here. Saw it open. Bring it back. Saw it open. Bring it back. Saw it open. Bring it back. One more time. Saw it open. Nice. Back to side plank. On the other side. And we're up. This is the last thing we got to do for these side planks. Make the most of it. We got 5 seconds. 5 seconds right here. Wow. Yes. And rest. Nicely done. Now, all we're going to do is turn so our head is in front of the anchor point, grabbing onto those handles just like this. From this position, legs are relaxed. We lift our body up, keeping ourselves as straight as we possibly can. Here we go. For the supine chest raise. All the way up, all the way down. This is fantastic for your upper back, really your whole posterior chain. Everything from your hips to your shoulders on the back side of your body. Straight up and down. Now, if you're listening to those little beeps, that's an ideal cadence. You don't have to keep with them. It's just something to aspire to. It's 1 rep every 3 seconds. We got 15 seconds left. We can do it. I know those shoulders are burning. I know that back is on fire. That's all right. We got it. Brace that core. 1 more rep. Sweet. And now the last 2. These are the burners. These are the burners. Put your head right underneath the suspension trainer and push down on those handles hard as you can. So your head should be right underneath the anchor point. If you adjust it to mid-calf, your feet are going to be right here. And all we're going to do is bring those legs up, leg raises. But we're going to abduct our legs just a little bit. Hands come in the middle. Drive it straight up and straight down. Your abs are going to burn. I promise you. They're going to burn. Rest if you need to. Take a breath. Bring it back up again. It's a little bit easier if you keep it higher. A little bit. Not a lot. Keep pressing and rest. Last thing we're going to do right here is these full range flutter kicks. Starting right here. Boom, boom. Just 30 seconds. Let's just do quick 10. Breathe. And back up again. 1, 2, 3. And breathe. And last one right here. Up. And done. Whew. Now, if that didn't make your core feel like it was doing something, I don't know what will. But guess what? That's it. That's all we got to do for strength. We're done. It's cool down time. You sweating like me? I hope so. Come on over here. I'll show you how to stretch it out. We're going to grab onto our strap, lean away from it, just like this. Bring our feet right together. Take your right foot, cross over top of your left, and drop that bum out, just like this. Good. Now, I want you to come up, grab onto the foot cradles, and then just with one hand, so your left hand is on, your right foot is forward, you're rotating out, just like this. Try and get that torso to rotate. And now we're going to turn away from the anchor point with both hands and leaning here. This time, get your hands in the foot cradles, dropping that backside away, feeling those lats work a little bit. Not so much work, but stretch. And now come up, grab on with just your right hand, left leg is forward. This hand's going to open all the way up. Feel that wonderful rotation all the way through here. This is one of my favorite rotational stretches. And coming back up. Okay, kneeling quadricep stretch. Now what we're going to do is we're going to face the anchor point back here. Now you want to set up so you can sit back and your elbows are bent to 90 degrees. And from here, you're going to lean back a little bit. Now, if you're super mobile, you'll be a little closer. If you're not really mobile, then you're going to be further away. You're right here. And then when it's time, you lift those hips up, squeeze those shoulders, just like you're bending a bar. You don't want a big elevation. Coming all the way up, let that head drop. Exhale, and come all the way down. If you didn't feel your quadriceps, move yourself a little bit closer, like this. And then lean back, bring those hips all the way up, drop the head, bend the bar, feel for it in your quadriceps and breathe. And coming down, all the way up again. Set your body if you need to. Come all the way back. See if you can get a little bit deeper in these quadriceps, these last couple. Exhale. Last time, all the way up, leaning back, pressing through with those hips, trying to feel your quadriceps again. If you can't feel it, move it forward. If you can't get into it, move it backwards. And rest. Alternating runner stretch. We did this one at the very beginning. We're gonna do this one right now. We're getting close to the very end of our workout. So let's find this plank, all right? Or not this plank, but this position from all fours. In a second, we're gonna go up into down dog and then bring our right leg all the way up and through. So come up here and then pull forward, just like this, up and rotate. And then bring it back down, like so, sink in, other side, little down dog, pull it all the way through, up, rotate, come back down. Feel that heart rate recover. It was a pretty intense, fast-paced workout. You guys did an amazing job of keeping up. If you found that your transitions weren't as quick as you wanted to, don't worry. Come back, do this workout again, and I'm certain it'll go better and better every time you try it. Let's do 2 more. Last one on our right side, right here, all the way up. We've only got 1 stretch remaining, and we'll be all finished all the way up. Coming through again, 1 time, up and reach, all the way through. Nice. Now we're gonna spin, face our suspension trainer right here, pull our right leg through, put our left hand in the foot cradles, coming straight down in this pigeon pose, reaching out as far as we can with our left hand, trying to get in to this lat on the left side while we stretch the glute of the right side. Now, if you're very mobile and you don't feel this, you can always square off your knee. I'm not going to show that to you because I am not very mobile. Bring this other leg back, down dog, pull the left one through, right hand into the foot cradles this time. And again, pulling your chest down towards the ground, maintaining some decent posture in your back. It does not matter how low you go, as long as you can feel it in your glute, connecting through your thoracolumbar fascia into your lat. And the more you reach with that right hand, first forward and then a little bit across, the more you're gonna connect that whole line of muscle. Exhale. And we, as the beat would suggest, are done. What a great workout. I don't know about you, but I'm sweating. I felt it. My muscles burning, my core, my chest, my legs, my back even. And also, I'm definitely still out of breath. So hopefully you felt all those same things, but in a nice way. It was 30 minutes. It was strength focused, but because we had limited rest between each movement, our heart rate got up there and it stayed there. And because we're going from upper body to lower body, that should have helped increase the cardiovascular benefit. So you just did an incredible amount of work in 30 minutes. Give yourself a big pat on the back. I'm really proud of you. Thank you for joining. I hope you have an amazing day. I hope to catch you again sometime soon.